Get started. This is me pausing for the thumbnail. And now I know where to start the video. So welcome to worksheet 3. Okay, as there's a car horn in the background, my apologies. So this worksheet is all about sum and possum. So hopefully you've been in class the last couple days. Section 53, we'll finish up these notes tomorrow. So we've been looking at the magical verb sum. Okay, that is sum es est, sumus est sunt. Okay. The imperfect forms, eram, eras, erat, eramus, eratus, erant. And your future forms, ero, eris, erit, erimus, eritus, erunt. It won't print. You can do it digitally if you want. If you're on a new computer, you probably have to add the printer. So that might be a whole lot of work. So you could do this one digitally if you want. And save yourself the printed out page or keep troubleshooting. The other verb we're looking at this week is possum, possepotui. Get that comma out of there. Okay. The verb to be able. And as I told you in class, don't memorize forms of possum. Start with the forms of sum and put the POT on the front. And you will get the form of possum. The only tricky ones are the ones that start with an S. Sum, sumus, and sunt. As we said in class, POT doesn't really work here because of the combination of the T and the S. So instead you have possum instead of potsum. Okay, that S just kind of doubles, the consonant doubles. So possum, possumus, and possunt. All the rest are POT. Potes, potest, potestis, poteram, poteras, poterat, so on and so forth. Okay? So easy money here on this worksheet. We're just drilling and killing. Okay? So the first one is done for us. Est, that's third singular present. I have no problem with you abbreviating things a little bit more if you want to do third sing pres, right? That works for me. Okay. We've got potsum and the demon thing. I love it. Do we have people in the chat who want to be answering these, or do you want me to just rock and roll? Okay, I'm not sure how much of a delay we've got, but somebody got S. So we're looking for person number tense, right? So look at that ending. Think about first person, second person, third person, singular, plural, and then what does that form mean, okay? Not sure how much of a delay we're rocking right now, so. You do your thing, Johnny. Hey guys, the delay is real. That sometimes happens. So I'm glad that you guys are here and you're watching it live, and please interject if you have any questions. I'm going to keep rocking and rolling, okay? So S, when we look at that form, it's got an S, the letter S on the end of it, and that is your classic second person singular. Second singular means you, okay? That's grammar speak for you. It is present, and it means you are, right? There's really no other translation of S except you are, okay? Possum, when we're looking at this, we want to identify the form of sum that's inside of it. Don't worry about what's on the front. Worry about the last bit, okay? Oops. So possum is sum, right? And sum is first person singular present. Now when I'm going to change up my just from a formatting perspective. First singular present, right? Sum means I am. Then you got to add the extra little flavor that POS or POT brings to the party. I am able. And I like to put the two in parentheses because it's not really part of the verb, but it's something that often comes with it. Okay, so possum means I am able to. Poterant, we're looking at errant, right? Errant is third plural. That's your they form. Errant is eram, eras, erat, eramus, eratus, erant. So that is imperfect, which is often abbreviated as imp. Okay, it's a beautiful abbreviation. Imp. Errant means they were. The POT means able to. Okay? And that's kind of how you work through these. You do the ending, translate the ending part, and then add the prefix. sunt. Okay, with that nt, that's another third plural. That is just present tense. Sum ss. Sum ss is sunt. And third plural means they. They are. Right, easy. I think I can maybe zoom on this a little bit more. Maybe. Yeah, no, I just got to scooch this over. That's more like it. Okay. Poltero, again, just deal with ero. Ero is first person singular. Ero, eris, erit is your future tense. So it's first person singular future. I will be, but then because it's got the POT on the front, I will be able to. That's a lot packaged in one little verb form. Poterò means I will be able to. Okay, Latin's very concise. Sumus. No Latin school student should go through life not knowing what sumus is. That is first person plural. That's the we form. First plural, and that is present. Sum est, sumus. We are. Sumus primi, we are first. Okay. Poteras, we think of it as eras, which is second person singular. That is imperfect. Okay. You were, and then the POT, you were able to. You were bail to. Nah, fam. You were able to. Okay. Possunt is sunt, third person plural present. They are, POS, they are able to. You kind of get into a rhythm of it, right? Look at the first, look at the ending part first, right? The form of sum, and then decide if you're going to add the able to on the front. Eramus, that mus on the end, that's the we form. That's first person plural. Eramus is imperfect, so we were. We don't add the able to because there's no POT on the front. Poteritis is eritis. The tis on the end, be careful because it's not, the ending is not s, the ending is tis, T-I-S. So that is your second plural. Eritis is future, ero, eris, erit, erimus, eritis. Second plural future, you all will be, and then, oops, able to. Y'all will be able to. All crammed into one. Oh, we got 14 people in here. Oh my goodness. Welcome to the lunch gang. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay. Poterat is third, it's just erat, right? So third singular, imperfect. When we do third person singular, it could be he, it could be she, it could be it. Right? Will I accept y'all? You know it. You all. You could drop a y'all in there. Works for me. I will always accept. You could do y'all. You could do yous guys if you want to make fun of my Brooklyn heritage. Yous will be able to. That's fine. He, she, or it, erat, was, and then because it's poterat, able to. That was a good question, Tegan. Thank you. Yous guys. Make me feel like home. Oh, number 13, sum. Could I have given you an easier one? I don't think so. Remember, guys, too, when you come into the chat, let me know who you are, okay? Especially if your screen name doesn't really tell me, right? So I see Jaden, I see Max, I see Tegan, and then I see 7 rats at the moment. Excellent, thank you, Rajika. It's good to know who you. I'll eventually start to learn them if you come a lot. What's up, Alexa? Excellent, excellent. Sum is first person and singular. It's Tegan the God. Hey, Jaden. First singular and present. Can't get much easier than that. Sun means I am. Oops. No two ways about that one. Okay. What's up, Jenny? Y'all love for the Mogellians in the room. Johnny, 5 years ago. Right? 4 years ago. 4 years ago you had Mogel. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th. Yeah. Oof. Oof. Eremus with that mus on the end, that's first person plural. Ero, eris, erit, erimus. That is future tense. So we will be. Okay. And then last one, poterit. Right? It is erit. So third person singular. That is nel futuro. In the future. He or she or it will be able to. Okay. So when you're tackling these compounds of sum, it's always just whatever the form of sum is plus the prefix on the front. So tackle it that way. Think about which form of sum you have and then decide if you're going to add the able to if there's a POT. Insane, Johnny. Absolutely insane. I don't like the way that looks. Let's do some formatting. Bam. There we go. Those are good. Hup, hup, hup. Okay. That brings us to this part here, where it says to underline the subject and translate only the verb into Latin using sum. So no possum here, just sum. Okay. The gold is mine. The gold is the subject. That's why it's underlined. Is, because we're talking about it is, right? The gold is. We use est. Okay. The words are ancient. The words would be my subject. Okay. The words are is like saying they are. So we're going to use sunt. Okay. Verba sunt antiqua. Because words are plural, we have to switch over to sunt. You can't say est. The students are not lazy. Okay. So students are my subject. The students are, they are. Okay. So that would be, again, sunt. Now, if I wanted to get the not in there, okay, which you don't have to put, but if you add non, it goes in front of the verb. So in English, you say they are not, but in Latin, you have to put the non in front of the verb. Non sunt, if you choose to put it, which you don't have to there. Your dinner was small. So the subject would be dinner, right? Dinner was small. It was small. So we need third person singular. Erat. It was small. The roads were long. The roads are my subject. So we underline roads. The roads were. They were. So this would be errant, right? It needs to be plural because my subject is plural. The horse was full of anger. So the horse is my subject. Singular. The horse was, he was, it was. So that is, again, erat. Number 7, I will be your friend. I am the subject. So when you have I for the subject, you need that first person singular, that first box. So that's going to be ero. Okay, ero because it's I. Future, I will be. We were not miserable, so we are the subject. Okay, we were. So we need that we form, that first plural form. eramos. Again, if you want to put the not in there, oops, you would put non eramos. Okay? Those are some sweet, sweet emotes. You all were very savage. You know it. Savage, bougie. All right. You all are the subject. Y'all were very savage. So we need the you all, the you plural form, the second plural. So this would be eratis. Y'all were. Eram, eras, erat. Eramos, eratis. And then our swords will be strong. The subject would be the swords. Okay. So our swords will be is like saying they will be strong. So be careful on that last one. Erunt. Right? Ero, eris, erit. Erimus, eritis, erunt for the last one. Questions on any of those? How would one say savage? Siwas or Siwa would be the adjective. That's where the word savage comes from. And I can't tell you how to say bougie or ratchet in Latin, but Siwas. S-A-E-V-U-S. Siwas. Definitely got to hydrate, Johnny. You know that. I got to finish this. I try to drink 2 of these during the teaching day, and I'm only on my first one, so I got to catch up. All right, and then down at the bottom, we just had some practice. Make sure that we got our declensions on lock. Okay. No more wins. I got 1 more crown, but last night I came real close. I hadn't played in a while. In my first game, I made a final. And it was me and another guy in the spinny, jumpy one. I couldn't handle it. It went so long. It was like a 3-minute final. Like it just wouldn't end. And then I got booted. Okay. So we've got to get the stem first. We always get the stem from the genitive form. Okay. I know. So my stem for this word is regn. Oops. That's supposed to be a hyphen. My stem is regn. Because it's regni, it is second declension. Okay. But always, always, always be careful with neuter nouns. And we had a bunch of people on last week's homework that messed this up. So regnum regni, we should never get the nominative or the genitive wrong because they're right here. Regnum regni. The accusative is always the same as the nominative if we have a neuter noun. Regnum. And the plural is regna. So those are the forms that are commonly missed. You'll get one, Jaden. I believe in you. Regnum, regni, regno. Regnum, regno. Regna, regnorum, regnis, regna, regnis. So when you have a neuter word, watch out for the nominatives and the accusatives. Hey, it took me a long time until I got my first, and once I got my first, I got 4. That's where I'm at right now. So you just have to break that seal. Once you get that first one, you get that confidence, and then you'll get a bunch more. All right, kura is first declension. The stem would be kur. Right, we get that from kurai, the genitive form. It is first declension. Easy money. How much time we got? 10 minutes. We got this. So we have kura, kurai, kurai, kuram, kura with a long A. Kurai, kurarum. Oops. Kuris, kuras, and kuris. Okay. Nice. First declension, there's only 1 set of endings. There are no neuter nouns, so you don't even have to think about it. Just autopilot, first declension. Amicus, amici, that is a second declension noun. Nothing exciting. It is masculine, so it's going to follow the normal second declension pattern. We don't have to worry about neuters. Those aren't going to factor into play. So we have amicus, amici, amico, amicum, amico. The plural of amicus is amici. Amicorum, so many long marks. Amici, oops. Amicis, amicos, amicis. Okay. So that's your normal second declension pattern. Don't really have to think about it. Do we have to put the long marks in the stem? You don't have to. It's okay. I know long marks can be tricky. We'll have a day where we go back and talk about how to make them on different keyboards and stuff, because I know some people are wondering about that. And then finally, ingenium, ingenii. So the stem would be ingeni from that genitive form. This is another second declension word, but neuter alert. Okay. Ingenium, ingenium, ingenia, ingenia. So those are your neuter forms to watch out for. Nominatives and accusatives. Everybody else follows the normal pattern. Ingeni, ingenio, ingenio, ingeniorum, ingeniis. Don't be afraid of that double I. Ingenia, ingeniis. Okay. So I am going to ask you on our little in-class quiz assignment to decline some nouns, but it's not going to be big old charts. I'm just going to give you ingenium and say make it accusative plural. Okay, so you're going to have a bunch of nouns that you need to do that to. Okay, so practice. That's the only way we get better at these declensions. Okay? All right, so I'm going to cut the video here. I'll see most of you on Thursday. Okay? Thanks for coming live. All right, guys. See you later.